On tonight's show, we have actress, dancer, and fitness trainer, Xica Brewer. And now for your host, KoolKard. Welcome back to the Kickin It with KoolKard show, ladies and gentlemen. I am KoolKard, your host for the evening. Thank you guys. I'm always here. You know where I'm at. Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here, kicking it with someone cool like Xica Brewer. She is no stranger to the show. I've had her on before. But it was a time where she was traveling. So it was a little, she was kind of remote. Let's just say that. She was remote. So I invited her back on the show so we can finish our conversation, talk about all the things that she's doing. I do, you see that we're coming on a little late here. We had some technical difficulties, so we do apologize about that. But let's jump right into the show. She is an actress, dancer. She's doing great things in the industry, in the film industry. She's everywhere right now, so we'll talk about it. And we're going to get to know her a little bit more than what we did on the previous episode. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's kick it. Welcome back to the show, Xica. How you doing tonight?
I am good. Let's say blessed and highly favored, even though, I don't know how. I was on time today and everything still was going wrong, but it's going to be all right.
It's all good. We're here. We still got some people tuning in. We got 4 people on here right now. Let me do some shout outs real quick. We got Trelton Hunter. We got Theron Dumas. We got Reno Valentine. We got somebody else. There's another person.
Okay.
But yeah, we apologize.
Okay. I sent them an invite. So good job. I'm proud of everybody.
Yeah, they showed up. They showing love and they were patient.
They're gonna be showing in late, right?
We appreciate that. We have some technical difficulties, but it's software. You know how it goes. Anyway, thank you for coming back on the show. I feel like we were just kicking it. Just right?
I know we were. We were
kicking it. And we had a good conversation too, but I know you were handling some family business at the time. So I was like, what? Let's bring you back on. We'll talk about some things. So you got some new projects in the works. So we'll definitely talk about that, touch on that. But you know what we got to do? What do we have to do?
Yes.
What do we have to do?
What do we have to do?
How do we?
You did this the first time. I ain't going to forget the first time. And I forgot the first time. So go ahead and just, you do it first, then I'll do it after you.
You led us in prayer. That's what you did.
Yes, I did. I remember. And I was like, okay.
Go ahead and do it again. What you want to do?
Let's go for it. Let's go. I need it. Jeez, Lord, have mercy. All right, everyone. I just want to say I thank you, Father, for bringing us to this day, bringing us safe, sound mind, humble. Lord, I thank you for those that are watching while they're in their work establishment or at home. I thank you for Cool and myself, Father God, bringing us together to do these wonderful interviews, to get to know the people and make people aware of other talents and artistries of our own people, God. I just thank you that everything else is ran smoothly. I don't look grainy. I answer the questions. Lord, if you want to come in and prophesy and do some stuff, I ask you to do it. Lord, I just thank you right now that we stay safe in this weather, Father God, because it is kind of snowy outside. And let's just have some fun, God. Let's have some fun.
Absolutely. Amen, sister. Amen. Thank you for that. Well, welcome back once again. I appreciate you coming on the show. I know we, like I said before, you were kind of handling some family business, but we did have an in-depth conversation though.
It was pretty good. I was inside of a car.
You were inside of a car
with horrible lighting, but it was a good conversation.
But you showed up. You're looking great today. So you good.
Thank you.
You're in the comfort of your own home. You're feeling good, looking good. It's all good.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. So for people who didn't see the last episode, just give them a little background on you just real quick. You ain't got to go too deep. Just, tell them where you're from, your background, how you got into acting real quick, and then we're going to move from there.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Native American. I told my mother at a very young age I wanted to go where the Hollywood sign is. Shout out to all the people in California right now that are going through those fires.
Absolutely.
and she moved me to California. And as a child, I just been following my dreams, and it hasn't been easy. It's been some bricks in the road, some walls to climb over. I feel like I was in the army, trained warrior, but I'm here now, and things are actually starting to flow. It's like now I'm starting to like have to figure out. Uh, I can't take all the work. I have to like now. I need an agent. I need a manager because everything I was doing was just through God and my hustle and flow.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're here, and I mean everything is flowing. As it appears, you're holding it together well. I know it's not,
Thank you.
but the work is coming. You're doing your thing. Your work is coming. You told me you're in some big projects now. Beauty and
Yeah.
Black. What is it? Triple set. What is it?
Six triple eight.
Six
Six triple
triple eight. I
eight.
always get tossing, and I saw that too. I remember you saying that you had done some work in there. I was trying to look because there's a lot of people out of Atlanta that were
It
there.
was 300 of us.
Yeah.
Some scenes it was only like 40 of us, but for the most part it was like 300 girls. We had to go to London to shoot. We had to go to Tennessee to film, and then we were on also Mr. Perry's actual location here in Atlanta. But it was a lot of us. It
Wow.
was a
What was
lot.
the experience like though? What was that
It
like?
was it was so cool. Like, okay, so my grandfather, he just passed away September 18th, and he was in the Marines, he was in Navy, he was in Special Forces, he was in the Army. He did every single branch, right? And then he became an officer. So just growing up in that type of lifestyle, it's like I didn't want to do it, but I admired him. So being able to actually train and have to learn the dress, about face, and have to make sure that your wrist isn't bent crooked and just being on point because Debbie Allen didn't play. She was our choreographer. It was amazing. I couldn't wait to take a picture in a uniform. I called my grandfather. I was like, "Look, Papa, this is all you're gonna get," and he was so excited. So it was amazing. I
That's
felt it's
dope.
like I felt the ancestors. I felt the energy. Like it was amazing
So you said Debbie
for
Allen was a
sure.
choreographer for all the
She
martial
was the actual
ability?
Yes, and she had this bullhorn, and she was going at it. Mr. Perry was like, um, Miss Debbie, we actually got the scene. I'm not finished.
Yeah.
And she just kept going. So beautiful woman though, and I always, as just a dancer, coming from a dance background as well, I've always wanted to work with her. And
Yeah.
being able to go to her school in Los Angeles and not quite meet her, but actually get a chance to meet her and be under her was just, it was like a dream
Wow,
come
that's
true.
full circle.
Full
That-
circle.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So she really had you out there, all y'all marching, like y'all had to learn. It's basically a routine, correct?
Yes, we had to learn the verbiage, so we couldn't really use too much of the army verbiage because we're not actual trained soldiers, and we had to make sure we didn't cross that line. That line.
Mm.
But dress right, dress. We had to learn how to stick our hands out. We had to learn how to be right there by our soldiers. We had to walk. I mean, we literally. I remember one day Tyler Perry had a meeting with us, and he was like, "Ladies, look, it's only a few women that are still living that's from this era, and I got to meet them. We are doing this for them. I need you ladies to stop being lazy, step up, and march." Like, those marches was real. We had to go over it over and over and over again. And sometimes it was hot outside, and we're wearing those thick old school uniforms that was fitted for us. We had to get registered for that. And then I remember one time a girl, she's okay, but she overheated. Then we had to march in the cold weather. It was deep. Like, we was really out crawling in the mud through the wires when it was raining. Oh yeah, can't nobody tell me I didn't get my Purple Heart. What you talking about? What you mean? Shoot. I feel
So
like I'm not retired. I'm not expired. I'm just retired.
how long did it take to finish that film?
Oh boy, we started back in, I want to say, October, and then we didn't wrap until February, March that following year.
Wow. And you had to go to
Yeah,
London
it was
here, London.
London and Tennessee. We even had to ride a bus. We met on set at Tyler Perry Studios. And we had to ride a bus. It was a lot of us on the bus all the way to Tennessee for certain scenes and looks he wanted in locations. And then just experiencing London was amazing. Like, Tyler
Mm.
Perry was on locations. He was not. This was not green screen. This was. If it was cold, it was cold, and if it was hot, it was hot. So
What
it
ab-
was it
what
was
about
beautiful
what
though.
about like all the hang that scene with all the hangers with all the mail, was that real? Or was that can you
Yeah,
talk about that? That was
it
real.
was.
Oh.
It was real. It was real. It was that's why we had to go to London for those scenes because a lot of the mail is very ancient, but a lot of the mail is still there. Believe it or not, it was
Really?
deep. It was deep. A lot of because it's like in a museum actually. You
Uh,
know, sometimes they keep our stuff and let people pay to come see it. But yeah, we even got a chance to like. I don't know if people have watched Netflix now. The series after you watch the movie, you actually could see the women do an interview where they're actually reading letters from those moments. Very frail paperwork, and my grandfather has the same paperwork from when he started in the Air Force at 17, and he would have been 87, 88 in November. So the paper is see through. It looks like it was hand tied, like very frail. But they actually was able to read stories from people that was missing their loved ones and looking for their loved ones. It was when people cried in that movie. It was really crying. It was serious.
Man, that's an experience. What was
It
it?
is.
So for someone that says, "Wow, how did you get that opportunity? How can I do that?" Like, did you have to audition for that? Was it a how did that work?
So the good thing about it, there was an actual casting company that I went through, Cab Casting, black owned, like Clyde, Brittany, Savannah. Oh my God, they're like a family. I started out getting roles with them, doing small backgrounds. I came from acting in California, and I
Mhm.
wanted to get my feet wet here. And honestly, the only place I'll do background for is Tyler Perry
Oh,
because he's the type of person that will see your talent, and he may give you a speaking role. He may just like he's that type of person. So I tell a lot of people well, my agent told me don't do background. I'm like, listen, honestly, you got to get your feet wet so that you can understand the verbiage, of course, when you're on set, so that people can see that you're more talented and knowledgeable of what's going on, so they don't have to train you through
mm,
knowing what points mean, points coming through, and you're standing there and they coming through with a big object. You need to move out the way. If they need you to go upstage right, downstage left, you need to know those things. So doing background is cool, but for Tyler Perry, it's a bonus because you learn so much from him. And Cab Caston actually has submitted me for it, and I said yes. And then I also let them know, hey, I'm actually an actress. So if you need me for a feature, a reading role, or anything, and they said, okay, we'll submit. Because most people just do background and just be happy with that,
they be
which is
cool with
fine. You
it.
can make,
Yeah. They yeah.
yeah. But I do it because I see the bigger picture. And then from there, I ended up on Beauty in Black. I went from being a soldier to being a hot girl of Atlanta, okay? I went from being very well put together, mink, very demure to I'm talking about on the pole, busting that thing wide open. But that's acting, and I actually got my first speaking role from that. So Cap Casting definitely put me on, and I'm not a gatekeeper, so y'all reach out to Cap Casting. They definitely are a plug for sure.
Okay. And you mentioned you're in part two. Are you in part two or the
I
next?
am. I'm one of for Beauty in Black. I am one of the core dancers. So I was in all 8 episodes, and we. So Tyler Perry films. Oh my God, it's amazing, and I'm spoiled how he films. We did 7 days of filming and did all 16 episodes in
Jeez.
7 to 8 days.
Wow.
7 to 8 days, all 16 episodes. Yes,
Wait, hold on,
and
hold on. Every so just your scene or each episode, like the entire episode.
ep- the entire 2 seasons was filmed in 8 days. Top.
What the what? The entire
You
two
might
seasons?
you might get to 9 or 10 days if it was scenes that I wasn't needed for that they may have to redo. But for the most part, they wrapped it like it was no more max than 10 days guaranteed.
Gee,
Like I did Ruthless with Tyler Perry, to the finale season, which is season 6, and we did 20 episodes in 9 days.
that is crazy.
Tyler Perry, listen,
That's
I
crazy.
love it.
No, that's
I get
good.
spoiled.
That's good.
Yeah,
But and you got to be on it though.
you
You
got to be on it. I'm talking about call
actors.
times at 6. You got
Yeah.
to be ready you got to be there at 6 because they
Oh,
be ready to film. They be ready to go. And then a lot of
good.
times they'll ask you, okay, are you comfortable with this? Are you comfortable with that? And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then they'll pull you and you end up getting a role and you end up doing something, end up being a feature, specialty, get a pay bump and all that good stuff. So, and if it's cold outside, you get a pay bump. If it's hot outside and it's unbearable, you get a pay bump. If it rains, you wasn't prepared, you get a pay. So,
Yeah.
Tyler
It,
Perry take care of his people for sure.
It just pays to be on set. Period. At the end of the
It
day.
does networking because I end up getting a gig with two producers for a comedy skit called "Wanna Be Famous," where I end up talking about how, as a former dancer, people only see that talent. They don't ever really give me a chance as a actress, or they didn't at first. They only
Yeah.
thought I was just a stripper trying to follow a dream that's not really mine. And I met them doing that, and that skit got over like I want to say maybe 40,000 views from me just pretending
Okay.
to be this dancer trying to act. It was a comedy skit, but and then that's how I got networked
Oh,
with my.
with the was it with the three guys at the desk like a panel and you at the
Yes.
end? I saw that.
Yeah, you see that, and I was trying to act, and all they seen was me swallowing a balloon because it's what I'm known for. I'm known for being the showstopper, the girl that
Yeah.
swallowed foreign objects and chokes Kiki Palmer out on TMZ, and was
Did
P
you
Valley
choke her
Pro
out?
Baby.
Hold on, wait, hold on, go back. Hold on now.
You could go. You could actually find the link. It's on TMZ. If you do Kiki Palmer gets choked by a girl with balloon. They never say my name. I'm just the girl with the balloon. If you Google it, you can find it, and it actually was on TMZ. My mother was at Wingstop in LA and called me on the phone and said, "Hey, why is it people in here talking about my daughter?" I said, "What do you mean, Mom?" She said, "So you're choking?" I said, "Mom, I didn't really choke her. It was very sensual, very nice, very demure. And I put one end of the balloon in her mouth. It was about, I want to say, six. No, it was about this long. Well, you can't see my hands, but it was longer than my body, and I'm 5'1". And I put part of it in her mouth, and I put the other in my mouth, and I just began to do this magic trick.
Right, right. So,
And it made
okay, so basically it
TMZ.
was clickbait. Yeah, that was clickbait talking about choking her though, right? I thought you really
I mean,
choked her.
my hands are around her throat, and she loved it. Like yeah, she loved it. Yeah,
Oh
yeah. You can
man.
look at it. It says it's on TMZ. To this day, you can Google it and you'll see it. I didn't know we wanted that link, so I didn't send you that footage.
No, it's all good.
But
Wait,
yeah,
hold on. But where was this environment? You were on set or you were in the
I was in
club?
Atlanta. I was in Atlanta. I was
Okay.
at it was Atlanta Pride. She was one of the hosts for Atlanta Pride weekend,
Okay.
and yeah, I was one of the entertainers. Like I have a very good following for the Showstopper, and
Yeah.
I'm known to do fire tricks, balloon swallowing. I'm a contortionist, so I'll come out of weird places and boxes and all type of stuff. I'm a trained dancer, so
Yeah.
all I did was put theater with dancing, and that's how I became the Showstopper. I wasn't just going to be a typical exotic dancer. So
Dope, dope.
yeah.
Okay, so it all makes sense though, because I've seen some of that. I've seen you doing some of that, and I didn't know that that was kind of like a specialty. I just, yeah, okay, got you. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there with you. No, but when you said choked her out, I'm like, "Hey, you done choked the girl out. Like I thought y'all had,
I didn't
y'all was
like,
tussling.
chokers. It was very sensual choking. It was a
Yeah,
good choke. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
a
for sure.
yeah.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. I thought you had choked the girl out. Like, okay, where I been? Where have I been? Well, I ain't heard about this. All right, I'm gonna check it
Right.
out though. I'm gonna check it out.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. It's on TMZ and World Star and all those great places. Yeah.
Dope, 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 dope. So, all right. So you worked on. Okay, but since the last interview, you've done like some CSI work too, right? Like
Oh
Michelle.
yes.
Let's talk about
I
that.
actually, yes. So I've always wanted to play a CSI agent. Like I've always wanted to play a drug dealer. I've always wanted to do everything that I know in the real world I would never probably do. But it's for a show called The Last Word,
Hmm.
and it is a TV series. And I played a CSI agent by the name of Melissa Kramer,
Okay.
and it was pretty dope actually. Like, because I always watch forensics. I've always like my grandmother. That's what she loves, a CSI, uh, New Orleans, Vegas. So I love the fact that I was able to go in, and then being that I have a background in anatomy and physiology because I am a therapist as well, being able to talk that talk about, I said it looks like this victim was shot by close proximity. They love the fact that I could pronunciate. The director was like, "You did good." I was like, all I did was just pronunciate the words and
Right.
say the femoral artery, but it was pretty dope. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
And that's actually in they're still filming right now, so we're filming, but the premiere is going to be wrapped and ready by February 7th. I'm in my on my Instagram page. I have like the links if you want to come to see the actual premiere and sneak peek of the final word. Definitely come down and hang out with us and do a meet and greet and all that good stuff.
Okay. And where is this going to be streaming?
It's going to be they're looking at either Hulu or Peacock for that for sure. So
and
that's
did
going
you
to be
get that
exciting.
through your the agency?
No, I actually submitted myself. I
Okay.
actually submitted myself. Yeah,
That's
I'll be up late at night submitting myself. Like every day, I submit myself for at least 3 or 4 projects
dope.
every day.
Did
Because
you like,
whether it's here in Los Angeles,
huh?
so I said whether it's here in Los Angeles, I try to submit myself for as many projects as possible. Yeah,
Talk
gotta
about
stay
that.
busy.
Talk about that because a lot of actors
Whew.
they need to know the grind. See, it's just not
It
casting.
is.
It's not, you know what
It
I'm saying?
is a grind. Listen,
Yeah.
instead of being on Instagram and Facebook looking at what everybody else is doing, I make sure that I have my things set for like 30 minutes. And for that 30 minutes, I need to go to every casting agency that's on the website, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's their own personal websites. I have a book of agencies and casting directors. I'll reach out to them. Destiny's Casting, like even Green Slate, which is Tyler Perry's people. I like literally just send out emails introducing myself with my reels and my me slating with my headshots, with some snippets of some movies that I am in, some work that I've done, so that they can see what I have to offer. Because
Yeah.
if you just submit, I'll just be the 100th email. I got
Right.
to have something that's complete. As soon as I pop up, it goes right into my slate, right into a monologue, right into like showing you that I am here to work. Just hire me. Just get me hired. So you got to do it like literally every day. When I get off of this, guess what I'm gonna do?
Submit.
Submit. I submit to him, and I'm gonna submit to them as far as submitting my project
Yes.
request. Not, you know what I mean, God. We can
So
talk about
where do you
this.
find these self submission opportunities? Just for people that don't.
Um, So, really, I would honestly say make sure that you have an email that has nothing to do with any of your other emails. Don't have an email that's connected to everything you just signed up to get a free
Yeah.
movie ticket or to. If TimU is going to one email, it should not be going to the email. Amazon should not be going to your actor's email.
Yeah.
One, I would say definitely try to go into those websites or those casting companies that are free. First of all, no casting, and I'm not knocking a person hustle in business, but I come from California where you actually could join a casting agency, and if you're talented, you'll get booked.
Right.
That's just that. You have to, they don't know. If they don't see you, they don't know. So you have to make yourself available. You have to make sure that you have your headshots, have whatever looks you want to go for. If you want to be a teenager, like I got booked as a 16-year-old and I'm nowhere near 16, but I had a picture of me looking like a 16-year-old. I wanted to be an exotic dancer. I used some of my pictures as an exotic dancer. If I want to be a preacher's wife, I got a whole church house. You have to be the role that you submit for. You can't submit a headshot, just a regular headshot, because then they don't know if you could be that role.
Right.
And you reach out to the casting agencies, even if they're not asking for nothing. Get their email. If it says extras at such casting.com, just submit. Hi, if you have some work available, I am here. This is my information. This is my contact. And you don't need a reel if you haven't did a movie yet. Don't worry about that. Make one up.
Yeah. For
How
sure.
will they know?
Yeah, there's
You
plenty of
just gotta,
on the city that do reels. They'll write it,
yeah.
film it, edit it for you. I got a homeboy that does
And
that.
you and you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Work out. Get your rest.
Yep.
Don't try to drink and smoke and listen, if you want to have longevity in this business, you got to take care of yourself. It's okay to party every now and again, but if I had to choose to go outside and party versus go on set, I'm a rest.
Yeah.
You got to rest. Your body is at its best state when it rests.
Yeah.
So I definitely, hopefully, some of those pointers I said works because it's been working for me. So I don't know.
Do
I'm
you
just,
use Actors Access or Casting Networks, anything like that? Like,
uh,
that's the mainstream stuff. Like
It's the mainstream, and then it's like you have to pay money to get it. Now it's okay. I mean, it's okay to use it. Yes, I actually haven't, and once I tried to, but I was like, why I gotta pay $89 for you to maybe not me?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why can't it just be free access? You know what I'm saying? If it's just, and then if I make money, you make money. That's what I'm used to. I'm not knocking anybody if that's what they want to use and it's been working for them, by all means. But I'm not from that, not saying that I'm old or nothing. I'm not from that era. Like California does it a whole different way. In Atlanta, I feel like sometimes you got to be careful because a
They
lot of people are,
grab
yeah,
money
they
grab.
trying to, exactly, they trying to get your money.
Remember back in the day, like John Robert, was it John Casablanca, or John Robert Powers, or something like the modeling agencies? They made you pay
Mm.
all this money. Oh, you great look,
Ooh,
love you,
man.
but come pay this $5,000
And
photography
didn't go
package.
nowhere.
Didn't do nothing. So that has always stuck in the back of my mind. Like, if I gotta pay you up front for you to for me to showcase my talent to you to put me out there, it's not real. It's a money grab. Because
Yeah,
in Hollywood, they get paid when you get paid.
exactly. And I'm gonna work. Like I'm gonna get the work, and I'm gonna work. It's just let's get the work.
Yeah.
Got to get the work. So I've tried it, but I just you can give one picture, but if you want to give a picture with a reel, it's gonna be another $30. I'm like,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
How
Yep.
about this
And
is
it's crazy
I'm
per picture. It's like $16 per
per
picture or some
yes.
craziness like.
So yes, this is a nugget right here. The same agency, the same company that's sending it to them for you to get, all you got to do is Google it. You can find their email, their number, their address. And
Yep.
I'm pulling up. Hey, how are you? Here's my headshot. Here's my resume. I'm emailing them directly. I'm not saying it worked for everybody, but that's what I've done.
Yeah.
Like, the information is out there for you to get instead of people trying to gatekeep and then who's to say they really submit you?
Yeah. Because they're getting a lot
So
of submissions. I just don't believe all the 1,000 gonna make it through anyway.
exactly. And
Yeah.
then you got people that know people that like people that favor people. So I ask for favor for God, and the doors need to open up for me, be open up for me, and what's for me is for me, and no one can take it from me. And
Yeah.
any negativity, send it back to the center so that I can keep moving forward in my purpose. And I say that every day before every submission.
Yeah.
Again, it works for me. Find something that works for you and just submit. Don't
Yeah.
look at the age. Don't look at none of that. Because sometimes you gotta just go
Yeah.
submit
Sometimes what you gotta understand is sometimes they don't know what they're looking for. You could go in
until
an
they
audition.
see you.
You could go in an audition and change their mind completely. They could have they could have taken you on for the audition knowing that you're not what they have in a description of what they're really looking for, but you could change their minds if you're that good.
And that's exactly what happened with me with the film I Want Her. I played the wife. I played Teresa, and I Want Her. And
Yeah, I saw that on the
that's
last that was the last interview, right?
yeah,
With
with Benzino.
yeah.
Yeah, and I went in to read. They thought I was a perfect fit for the role that Treasure P ended up getting for Love and Hip Hop. She actually played the best friend, and I ended up playing the lead. They thought that I was a perfect fit for that. When in
Okay.
actuality, when I got a chance to read the lead role, totally changed.
See, they don't know what they
So
want.
they don't know.
They don't
They
know.
don't know until they see you.
Yeah, you go in there and
You
solve
gotta
their
show
problem.
them.
You got to go in there and solve their problem because their problem is they really know
Absolutely.
what the hell they're looking for, right? They know
You're
what they
right.
want to see. They know the feel. They know what they're trying to accomplish. But as far as who's gonna do it, they don't really know.
And
So you
as an
change their mind.
actor, and yes, and as an actress or an actor, you need to understand that don't go in there as yourself. Go in there as that character so that
Mm.
they can see what it is that they need. You
Yeah,
go in there dressed like you. You don't want to put no makeup on. You don't want to wear your hair a certain way. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. It's not you. It's the character. So you have to be that character and watch them create that space for you. They may say they want a light skinned girl with a big booty, and they end up picking a chocolate girl with no butt because your acting skills
yes,
surpass all of that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
definitely agree with that.
Let's go over here to the comments real quick. I want to Shout out some of these people. Got quite a few in here. Hold on. Okay, Natasha up in here. I see you, Natasha.
Hey, sis.
Yeah, she up
You
in
know, cause she got a casting agency now, so
there. Yep.
that's how I got with Desi. She got me booked with
Yeah.
Desi a few
We're gonna
times,
talk about
and
that too. Yeah, I know. She
yeah,
out there hustling, man. So that's a good connect. We got
while she
Rico.
working on her law, while she working on being a lawyer, she up at she doing
Yeah,
her big thing. I'm proud
she's
of
doing
her.
that thing, man. She's a hustler. All right, so hold on. Let me shout out some people. We got Rico Casa. I don't know. Butcher his name. Rico up
Rico
in
played
here.
yes, Rico, my brother. He played my husband in Polly 2 and Polly 3. And
Okay.
he's an artist. He is like, oh my God, he gave life. He became my like friend, movie husband forever. Like
I
we gotta
can't
talk
wait
about
till the
Polly,
polys come
but
out too. I'm ready for them new.
oh we
All right, so
baby, that's all I gotta say.
we got Brian Dyer. We got let's see. The girl prayed for me when I needed it. She said you prayed for her when you needed it the most, when she needed it the most.
Oh,
So, you got her for life. Ace Trippin, I love
absolutely.
her. Brandon Real, I see you, she could be.
What
Michael
up?
up in here. Michael James. Okay, there you go.
What up, bro? Let's get it. I love the lugs. I'll be stalking and watching y'all too. Let me tell y'all.
Yes, indeed. Got Vertical Joe. Says yes, boy. Get it
Firestarter,
out.
that's the home of P Valley. She does all the choreography for P Valley with
Okay,
Jamaica. So yes, that's how this now Vertical Joe's agency is how I got on P Valley. So
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, let me see who else up in here. So Michael said, "Keep going, cool card." Trelton Hunter's up in here. I love my best friend so much. And then Show
Oh
Money, one of the
yay,
best
girl.
actresses in the world. Hey sis. And then anybody
Thank
else?
you.
That's it. That's it. That's it. I just wanted to do a quick roll call. Show some love.
Thank you.
You waited
Appreciate
so
it.
patiently
Yay.
for us to get on here. I know we were a little late, so we appreciate that. But yeah,
I
thank you
know,
guys.
trust me, I got text messages. You're late. I'm like, I'm not gonna respond right now because I'm
Right.
trying to get on.
Trying
We
to
weren't late. It was late. It was technical difficulties.
Yeah, but it was right on time. It's always perfect timing. Always perfect.
Absolutely.
Because we're here now, right? So it don't even
We
matter.
here now.
We're here
Yes.
now. You know what I'm saying? So yes, yes, yes. So let's talk about Polly. Let's talk about Polly. We talked about it. We ain't got to talk about the context of it. But Polly Part 2, 3. When are we gonna see that? I'm ready to see another episode. I'm
So
ready to see another. Yeah.
yes, with Michael James and Sasha and Spencer, then Rico came on with me. I played Danielle in part 2. Um, it was just Kyla. It was a beautiful experience. Like it's going to show the true sides of how people think. Oh, Polly look fun because everybody do it on Instagram and social media. It looks great, but it actually shows you the ins and the outs and the do's and the don'ts, and
Hmm.
that it's not for everybody.
It's
It's
tricky.
not for everybody
It's
at
tricky.
all. And
For sure.
my character and my movie husband. Oh my God, I can't tell y'all because it's so good. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of women looking at me like, girl, hell no. Or yes, girl, got you, bit. It's like I don't it's just but it's true. It's a lot of women out here that my character Danielle, I'm gonna say this, she loves her husband no matter what.
Okay.
Whatever sides of the fences he wanna be on, she gonna ride or die with her man.
Okay.
And it may work out, it may not. But each couple goes through their own circumstances because one person is feeding their appetite that they didn't even know they had. So now it's like an addiction.
Right.
Another person thought it was okay to start something and it ends up being a problem. Then, if you notice in the promotional picture, there's a belly in it. So who got pregnant from
Oh,
part 1? I
dang.
don't know.
Hold on. There's a
So
belly
it's
in
going
part 2 in the
look
post.
at the flyer. In the flyer, if you look at the flyer, there is a woman holding her belly with everybody's face in
Oh,
her belly.
Lord.
Y'all don't look at the concept. Yeah.
Lord.
So
I
who
can look at
so who what where? And then Polly 3 just it's a whirlwind. Oh my God.
that looked like
Like
it was fun.
Maya Speller was not playing when she came up with Polly. People think because there's going to be a lot of sexual scenes and all of that, implied nudity and all that. It's showing you how people really go through things from both sides of the world: gay, straight, bi, questionable,
Right.
hiding under the sheet, in the closet, whatever. It talks about all of that. So
Yeah.
I was under the sheet for real. I was trying to figure out how to get out, but you guys are gonna love it. It has its serious points. It's comedy. It's gonna be nice. I'm telling you. Yeah, this we gonna hit it with this one for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, yeah, I can't wait. I see the promo, so I can't wait. And that's cool
Oh
that you already
yeah.
got part three knocked out too.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
I
Part three is
see
knocked
that you
out.
you played you 16-year-old. Is that the swept role?
That's in Swept. I
Let's talk
played
about
a
that.
16-year-old named Tracy in Swept, who was worried about just finishing high school. The typical young woman that wants to be different from her circumstances and situation. And then something happened. Brandon Real, the one that's in the comments, he
Mhm.
actually played my love interest in high school in Swept.
Okay.
And some things take place in high school that causes us to have to go our separate ways. But then a full circle comes back of something we did in high school that we swept under the rug that hits us right in our face as we become adults. So
Mm.
I played the 16-year-old Tracy, and then I also played the 30-year-old Tracy that was a successful lawyer going back to a high school reunion where the SHIT hits the fan. Everything I thought I swept under the rug and got rid of is like literally right in your face. So listen, dirty laundry, swept under the rug. Mm, listen. That film is definitely good. And it was challenging too because I had to play a 16-year-old. So bare face, no makeup, natural hair. A lot of models, are actors, I refuse to do that. But I had to because I was playing a teenager,
Yeah.
and back in the 90s, girls weren't really wearing all that. Maybe some lip gloss and
Girls
that's it.
weren't
And a
wearing all
bun.
that. Girls weren't wearing wigs. Back, listen, when I was a kid growing up, I associated a wig to my grandma. Women, I'm just being honest with you. Like wigs weren't the thing back then. Not even in
It
the 90s. Like
wasn't.
you had
It wasn't.
Mexicans,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But nobody was wearing all these wigs. And I'm just like, where'd that come from? But it's all good. I ain't
That's
hating
what
on
they
it.
doing now.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
what
they
it is.
listen, lace front shawties. And I don't knock it. Look, it looks good on some women.
Yeah,
I don't knock it at all. Like I've had to play roles where I had to wear them. And I have a few in my closet, depending on who I want to be for the day.
exactly.
And
It's
it,
just
it is what it is.
mess up at the end of the day, so it's all good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just
It
saying,
is.
but
So
I'm just saying when I grew up, that's just what I associated with because that's the only person I
you
ever
don't know what you
played.
land. You don't know what you gonna wake up to. You might
Grandma.
lay down and elbow might get the back of her wig, and she stand up to go to the bathroom. Now you laying next to the wig and not her. And now she looking like your homeboy named Leroy with cornrows going to the back with the
Yeah,
little buns up under that's wrapped up under the top tucked. Yeah, no edges, just like. And
yeah.
you still better love her because her face might still be beat, but her wig is laying next to you. What do you do? Get it, put it on her head, and say, "It's okay, baby. It's okay." It's just
Damn.
love on her. Because that's exactly how it happened. For
That's
sure.
I'm pretty sure it is happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know. You
Yep.
really don't know. Nowadays, you
You
really
don't.
don't know. I
You
mean, they
don't.
take it off, and it's like, who are you? You know.
That reminds me of that movie, Look Who, what was it? I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, where she was all fine in the red dress and she was
Uh-huh.
like, "Ooh, you want to get nasty? Hold on, baby." And she popped her breasts out, popped
Oh
her butt off.
Lord.
She took her wig off, took her lashes off, and then took her leg off. That was
Potato head.
her. She was like, "Don't make me hop after you." That's hilarious. I need to redo that. I
Yeah,
need to
that's
redo that.
cool.
That's
Yeah, that'd
funny.
be a
That'll be a
good.
good skit.
Yeah.
That'll be a
All right,
good
don't stop
skit for
talking about it.
sure.
Somebody will take it. Stop talking about it.
Right. That's how it happens. Lord, let's do it together. Let's get the money together, y'all. Let's share. Sharing is caring,
Oh
people.
Lord. Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. So let me ask you this. What did it take for you to get into that mindset to play a 16-year-old? Because you're a grown ass woman. What
I'm
did
a
it take?
man. Listen, sexy red.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Okay. I
I
mean,
feel like
hey.
that'll make you just want to be a whole little young little hood rat. Some real, little bop. But I actually like. I looked at my high school yearbook. I looked at my high school yearbook. I looked at high school pictures. I
Yeah.
pulled out my high school cheer uniform. That was funny. But I went through those moments and I got to experience parts of my life that I didn't get to enjoy in high school because when I was in high school, my senior year, my first love was actually murdered. And
Okay. Sorry to hear
That
that.
changed my whole dynamics in my senior year. And then prom, I went with my homegirl, and we got into a car accident on the way to prom. I pulled up in the police car. I made it look
Damn.
cool though. I hopped out like, yeah, I got the police out here with me. Yeah, type of vibe. But so I was able to relive those moments, and it was pretty good. And then my cast was awesome, like awesome cast. The director, Jay Shion, like the whole team was just, it was nice for sure. I enjoyed that project. It's going to be good, and I just got I had a meeting with him the other day, and we have a really good distribution deal coming. And I can't say, but let's just say this is going to be major. I'm so excited for Swept.
That's
For
what's up.
sure. I'm so excited. I can't
Great.
wait. It's a twist. Ooh, it is a twist. So I'm excited. You never know who related nowadays. You might date your cousin. Who knows? Is all
Oh
I'm gonna say. Leave it
man.
alone.
Damn. Ugh. All right, well, let us
So
know
yeah.
when you know. Let us know when it's coming out. So
Definitely, absolutely. As long as people that's on the page, just whether you're following me now or you're a new follower, just let me know. Follow my page. I'm always posting things and everything. I have a couple of things I have coming out as far as like lip gloss and creams for the body because I do therapy as well. So I'm always posting. I'll stay current. So definitely, you guys will learn as soon as I know when it comes out. But Poly 2 should be coming out any moment now. You might wake up tonight in the song, and then
yeah.
Poly 3 will be right after.
Okay. Definitely checking that. You know, I support all y'all with that, Maya. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm interested in watching it, so it ain't just me just going to support. I'm sucked in. I'm drawn in from the first one, so yeah, I'm waiting on that.
Yes,
And then
I
I
want to
know,
watch it.
yeah, and then like we got fam on there. You know, a bunch of people I've had on the show, and
Absolutely.
yeah,
You got a whole
is
squad.
Lester in 3 or 2? Is Lester in part 3?
Lester is in both.
Okay, see, you
And
know,
Lester character,
I already
let's
know.
just say this. Me and Lester did Father May I 1, 2, and 3. That was my brother. And Polly 2 and 3, who are we together? Who are we to each other? You guys got to see. People going to be like, how in the world is Uncle Willie and Wit? Just watch it. Oh, yeah, Dr. Maya know how to put some wrenches out there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to check it out. I hope it drops soon because I keep seeing the promo. I'm ready for it.
It's coming. It's definitely coming for sure.
So you mentioned skits,
Definitely.
and you've been working with
Yes.
Tasha doing a couple skits. Is that something that you're trying? Or no, I ain't gonna say trying. Is that something that you're interested in, kind of like going into, just to kind of just spread your wings, be stay
Honestly,
creative, or
to be honest, I've been doing skits for a long time. I just didn't know the consistency of it, and Instagram and TikTok and all these, they just start coming around, right?
mm,
So back when it was what was it? MySpace and Black Planet. I
Black
was a minor.
Day,
Remember I was a
Asian
minor, but I was
Avenue?
sneaking. I was using, yes, I was sneaking using my cousin Delicia. I was using her age to get in, to get online. Crazy, right? So
Yeah.
I was doing skits way back then. Like I've had a couple of videos that have already went viral that people have no idea that it was me.
Wow.
Like because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how big it was going to be. Like I'm talking about, oh my gosh, so many skits that I've done that has went viral, and no one knew it was me. And I'm just like, because I didn't want if my name was gonna be Xica B, or if it was gonna be Showstopper. I didn't know what to do, and it was just like, oh well, let me archive it. So
And
now I'm bringing
I
them
think
back.
back then, when things went viral too, people didn't really understand how they could scale it. They didn't really know,
Right,
okay, where do I go from here? Like it went viral and it's having this run, but what do I do with it? Nobody really knew. I
right,
don't even think the platforms were in place for you to honestly scale it like that, though. You know what I mean?
right.
Like
It
where did it
wasn't. It
go?
only
Because you couldn't really get paid off Black Planet and Mahente and
you
all that back then.
you
Not
couldn't.
to
It
my
was just
knowledge, you know?
go. No, you couldn't. It was just going viral. Like the
Right.
first time I went viral was in 2000, and I want to say 10, 2009, no, 2010, when I first went to Atlanta. I ended up doing my balloon trick in front of T-Pain and CeeLo Green.
Hmm.
And T-Pain recorded it, and I swallowed a balloon down. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're going to have yellow shit coming out. Ha, ha, ha. And I said, hey, T-Pain, you want to see a trick? A typical dancer at Onyx, young, just, I came from LA with a hustle. I knew I couldn't get bent over and do all that twerking. So I literally went and got my trick bag and was like, pumped up a balloon, tied it up, danced a little bit, swallowed this whole balloon down, and that was on World Star. It got over 20 million views.
Oh,
I end up getting picked up. T-Pain, if you Google, the title of the balloon is "She Will Suck the Skin Off of Anybody." That's the title, right? T-Pain did that video. That was me. That was little old Xica B, the showstopper.
wait. It's still out there? I mean, of course, the
Yes,
internet.
yes,
Yo,
yes. It
I'm
was.
about
I made
to
so.
live
I
on air.
Google it. It's called "She'll Suck the Skin Off of You." T-Pain recorded it. Stripper balloon trick, whatever. And Q from World Star, rest in peace. He actually came to Onyx.
Hold on. Let's see. World Star. The girl was. Oh wow. Hold on. I think she done froze up on us. Wait, where'd you go? Hold on. Let's see. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get her back. Let's see if we can get her back. I don't know what happened. She'll call back in. Get her back in just a second. Yeah, I had to go. There she goes. All right, there you go.
I know that's a lie. As soon as I
Ah, there you go again. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get that up. Let me pick this up. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. We'll get it back. Don't worry. I had to Google it, but yeah, it's still out there. I see it. There we go. Here she comes. All right.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, that was crazy. But no,
Almost.
like Q actually had came into Onyx and asked me. It was between me and Cubana Les at that time, and he was like, "I want you to go on tour with me and do all this." And I was like, I didn't really want to go into that lane of things.
Yeah.
And being that my father used to be a pimp, I understand the talk and the lingo. And that was, I'm not saying that Q pimped her out. I don't know the situation, but I know that I didn't chose to go that way.
Right.
Rest in peace to Q from World Star. And then from there, CeeLo Green was like, he told his manager, his name was Blue Williams. He said, "Blue, I got a girl. She talented." All I did was, he didn't know if I could dance, he didn't know if I could act. And I love CeeLo. That's my big brother. He said, "I got a girl. She talented." Of course, Mr. Williams was like, "What can she do?" And he showed him the balloon trick. He was like, "What is that?" Like, that, okay. I mean, that is talent, but I need dancers for, we're getting ready to go on tour with Rihanna and J. Cole for the Rihanna Loud tour. I
Yeah.
need dancers. He was like, "She could dance." But the good thing is, I do have background in ballet, jazz, modern, hip hop. I used to clown dance with Tommy the Clown. I used to have my own cartoon squad. We used to hop out of cars and get crunk and do the whole ride stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so trained ballet. So I actually became CeeLo Green's choreographer for the Rihanna Loud tour off of
Oh.
Swallowing a Balloon. Look at God.
That is crazy. You gonna have
And
to
here,
do
did you
that.
look at, did it pop up when you look for it?
Yeah, it popped up. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. I'm about to play it. Hold on.
That is something.
This is crazy, girl.
Yep.
On the I don't
Yep.
see it. Look.
Yep, that's it. That's me. Who walks in the who? What dancer you know has
It's
a magic? I have a trick. I still got my red Kid Robot magic trick bag. I got my fire in there, my balloons. I know how to make people give me $100 bill and I'll make it disappear in midair. All that good. I can tell you that secret now because you know that works.
can you tell us
But
how you do this balloon?
well, I don't have a gag reflex.
And
You know
you really
it.
put this thing down. So what if this thing pops while you got this thing down your throat?
Well, thank God it won't pop. Thank God it won't pop. I could actually have it down there for a few seconds, few minutes before I have to let it out. So normally, if you see any of my shows, I actually have to do it at the end of my shows, and
Yeah.
then I'll walk off stage and I'll have to, do what I got to do to get rid of it. But yeah, it goes down. In P Valley season 2, my name was Throat Baby. I did two episodes in P Valley for that same trick.
What in the world?
And look how youthful and look how happy and young and just vibrant I was. While you looking at me swallow a whole balloon, I'm like, look at her, just
Oh,
precious.
y'all see this? This thing was like probably like what five
My size,
5 feet?
half of my body. Yeah, I'm 5'1". It was 5 feet.
Yeah.
Um, how many views is on there right now?
Where the hell did it go?
In
This
my
is
body.
crazy.
I have a big appetite for life.
Jesus.
look at your look at your eyes. I need to get that video and I need to post it on my own page and get my views because
Dude,
no one knew that was me.
how did you breathe with that thing down your throat?
I had a few seconds to get it out. So that's why if you notice after I did it, if you listen to the video, you'll hear T-Pain say, follow the drip. Because he said my butt looked like a little teardrop booty.
Yeah.
And I exited off. I wasn't sitting there playing. I literally was, all right, see y'all in a minute. And I went.
Because you were suffocating.
Pretty much. Hello. Woo. Yeah.
Good.
The things you do. But I used to do that when I worked in Vegas. I worked in Vegas on a few of the shows in Vegas, and I did contortion movement and I did stuff like that. So I ended up getting booked with CeeLo Green on the Rihanna Loud tour for that. Blue came in, he seen my performance and was like, "You're going on tour. Why are you here?" And I was like, "Well, why are you here?" And he was like, "Well, CeeLo Green said you was talented, and that's history." And then I ended up being able to do the residency with him when he was in Vegas, dressed up like a clown, did the balloon trick.
Wow.
And I worked with Fatima, the wonderful choreographer Fatima, doing that. And then here we are. Here we are.
Wow.
I've traveled the world doing that balloon trick. It's been on P Valley. I've been on BMF. What else? I've been booked by Candy several times from Escape. I've been booked by Carly Red, Love and Hip Hop by Melissa, Jocelyn's manager. Traveled across the country. My passport is well stamped because of that balloon trick.
So are you so when that balloon is going down, are you holding your breath the whole time?
We still talking about the balloon?
Yeah, I'm just like I was. We're still talking about the balloon. The balloon has done wonders for your career.
The balloon has done wonders for my career. Matter of fact, I need to blow up a balloon and put it on a plaque and just like the balloon and just have it above my head. But no, I actually also love aquatics, so being a trained swimmer, holding my breath, I can maximize my breath holding. But yeah, it'd be there. And then I'll go and I never told anybody my secret because that's the part of a fantasy. Yeah. And that's how I'm still going to this day with that. That trick and that stunt and performance gets booked everywhere. Like I have a show coming up in Tennessee, a show in Texas. So I still to this day get booked and yeah. So
God is good.
God is, isn't he? All the time. Still trying to find my way though. I'm ready to get married. I ain't married yet. It's like, how you gonna be married and you can suck a balloon like twice your size? That's diabolical. Like, how?
You on your way. You're not trying to find your way. You on your way. Just you just never know when, but you on your way. Just stay the course.
You're absolutely God you lead because my selection has been bad. No offense if any of y'all on here. Y'all good. Y'all cool, but I'm just saying.
It's all good.
Just kidding, y'all. Just kidding.
It's all good. Talk about this guy right here. So we talked about
Desi.
How was that experience?
It was pretty dope. Like one thing about it, a lot of people that do skits, I noticed that they don't value people's time. They just feel like, oh, you want to be here next to me because I'm a celebrity. I'm already making it. So just come for free. Desi actually respects our time, respects our talent. And he actually takes care of us, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Like that shows a lot about his character. That's why he continues to be blessed. Funny as hell. And then if you have an idea that's great, he may even use it and add it. He'll talk with his team about it and they will add it to the skit. And it was so cool. And that's that same, like I used the same uniform I used for that skit where we had to play a high school. If you haven't seen it, you got to look at it. It was so funny. It was showing you how high school used to be, where it was always that one boy that'd come in that wasn't really passing, that I always have a girl during movie night. Remember we used to have movie night in the class full with pizza?
Man, I couldn't wait. So they see
Man, till the
that
lights
rolling
get
that
turned
damn
out.
TV in that room. When they rolled that
Right,
TV
with
in
the
that
roller
room,
box,
it was on.
man, it was on. You always had that one girl that was fast with one popular boy in the back getting finger banged. Do
Yep.
you remember I'm not gonna say
Yes.
do you remember finger banging,
Yes.
but I never got that enjoyment of life because I was scared of boys at that time. But it's always that moment. So if you listen closely, there's a part where he stick his finger. I'll be like, Mrs. Johnson, and Natasha played the teacher, which
Yeah.
she came in to cast the role, and they needed her to play the teacher, so that worked out. And I said, Miss Johnson, something stink. That was me. And then it smelled like fish. Desi said that took him out. Because in real life, I remember that moment where it smelled like
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's like, I mean, what do you say as a teenager? It smelled like fish. It
Yeah.
was so hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's funny. Very creative young man. It was enjoyable working with him for sure.
Yeah. That dude's doing his thing, man. I just seen him on the We Got Time with Dion. Dion and Roxy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think he's like on tour too right now, and he's dope. We even did a skit where he played the pastor with the white Air
Saw
Forces
that
versus the
too. I
pastor
saw
with the
that.
black. Oh
Yeah.
my God, the first part we were singing His Eyes on a Sparrow, and then when he came in like the one with the black chucks, I mean the All Stars, we were singing not All Stars, Air Forces.
Air
We were
Force.
singing Tell the World We Go Together. He
Yeah.
my pastor. Tell them like it was so hilarious. Like
Yeah, that was funny
he's
as hell.
amazing.
That was funny
Yep.
as hell. Natasha
It
up
was
in
good.
here, you said got booked through me as the Barbara
Oh
Zone.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, Natasha definitely. That's what I said. Yeah, Natasha, the reason why I got booked with Desi, like Natasha be on it. She even have workshops. Her and Michael James, they do
yeah.
workshops. When
We talked
time
about that.
permits, I'm gonna definitely get into one of the workshops as well because I do have the background in theater arts. I went to school, have a BS and a BA, theater arts and dance production, and I studied under some great people. I actually met Ernest.
Happy early birthday, because I'm gonna forget.
Thank you. My birthday's on Thursday. I met him overseas, being the showstopper, and
Oh
we
wow, okay.
been just the best of buds. But yeah, it was very a good experience. Like Natasha, if you need like knowledge, like just
Listen,
workshops, all of that good stuff. Like I
you
was saying, I'm gonna do. She asked me about doing a workshop. I told her I will, and with me having the background that I have and the education, it's like why not help us know how to be? It's enough for us to do it.
yeah.
It's enough for everybody. So
Yeah, I just talked to
for
her
sure, but yeah.
about how she's such a giver. I got something in my DM right now from her. She's telling me to submit. So, and I got you, Natasha. I'm definitely gonna submit that. So I appreciate you. But yeah, she's
Please
always
do. Yeah.
reaching out, looking out, man. She has a good heart for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Like that's my girl for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Listen, you know what I gotta ask you before we get out of here? I gotta ask you self-analysis question, like I always do.
Okay.
It could have changed. It
All
could.
right.
What's one thing that you feel you could be doing more of or better to get you to where you're going?
Oh boy. I think I said this last time. I gotta stop procrastinating.
Oh,
I
come
know
on,
some
girl.
people may think that it's not possible because just this past Saturday, well Thursday, I had to fly to LA to work. So I have an office in Los Angeles and clients as well for massage therapy. So I flew there, worked, got on the red eye back to Atlanta, took my son to school, made my grandmother breakfast, submitted for some roles, had two auditions, had to be on set for the CSI role. Um, it was a lot I had to do, and that's one day. So some people may think like you don't procrastinate, but I feel like there's so much more I could do, and I need to stay out of my own way because sometimes I'll get in my own way, even though I'm so encouraging and I'm doing well. Like 12 movies on Tubi, 4 projects with Tyler Perry. Some projects have coming out, some projects are up. Like it's a lot of things I'm doing great, but it's still so much more growth.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
much more growth. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Like
All right.
I'm supposed to be launching my lipstick line, my lip gloss line, and where is it?
Do it.
Procrastinating.
Do
And
it.
I know all my lipsticks be popping in the movies. I could sell that lip gloss.
Do
So I
it.
gotta get it done. I gotta get
Do
it done.
it. What you waiting on?
Nothing. I gotta just get it
Exactly.
done. Matter of
Do it.
fact, I just gotta get it done. It's so much. Like I just gotta honestly stop procrastinating. I'm
Yeah.
like, if the blessing is like right here, and then I'll be like, no, I'm tired. I'll just do it tomorrow. oh, I need some help. God, like, I'm all the help you need. The reason why I probably ain't found the right manager or agent yet is because God need me to get everything in order so those people are there waiting for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there's no reason why still a free agent.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You
sad.
gotta have your
I
stuff
work
together because
hard.
the agent
Yeah.
manager, they're not gonna babysit you. So you need to
Yeah. And see, yeah,
put
the hustle part, having the acting together, it's just, I feel like me personally, like, I should have a website with a link up. I should have all my products online ready to go. Like right now, I should be saying, "Hey, y'all like my lip gloss? Click this link.
go
He
to
gonna
the
have it in."
site.
But I can't. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
don't have it. I'm working on it, but it's like I gotta start making excuses. So the next time we talk, I'm gonna have my website up. I'm gonna have my lip gloss on there. I'm gonna have my body creams. I'm gonna have my Xica Be Fit gear, and I'm gonna have a food truck.
And I'm gonna hold you to it.
And I want everybody to hear that. Now I gotta do it.
To it.
No, for real. I
So
got
when
to.
I invite you
Absolutely.
back on here, and I'm not gonna tell you when,
Ooh.
I need at least half of that accomplished. At
Let's
least
do it.
half. At least half. Because it
Okay.
takes time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the
Yeah.
chemistry with all your lip glosses and all that stuff. Like you gotta get that right, the packaging right, all that. So I know it takes time. But I need two. At least two. I'm gonna give you some
Two
time.
out of the
I'm gonna give you some
two
time.
out of the
It ain't gonna be
four.
next
Okay.
week.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
It ain't
you.
gonna be next week.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some
Thank.
time.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I'm up for the
Yeah.
challenge. Matter of
Do it.
fact, I'm up. Everybody challenge themselves to accomplish one goal, one or two goals. But I'm up for the challenge for sure because it gotta happen.
It has
It
to.
definitely gotta happen.
It already exists because you speaking it. You see it in your head. You know what it is. The product exists. Come on now.
Just gotta do it. And
Gotta
I'm a fan favorite. Like people from Showstopper to now she could be the actress. Like I'm a fan favorite. You know, whether it's you act too good to make me not like you as in Father May I 1 and 2, or why you cheated on your friend with her fiance and BFFs Paula. You might not like me, but I did a good job.
right.
Or Teresa, why would you let that girl take all your money from your like? So it's I'm excited. So I'll take the challenge. Natasha, you hear it? I gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Gotta
Gotta do it.
pull into
Gotta
it.
do it.
You know Natasha will be on your ass.
She probably take. I hear my phone going off. I don't know. I'm not even gonna look at it till we done. Like,
She
gotta do
probably
it.
texting you right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna
Yes, I'm
ride out
excited.
to Father May I 2, a clip from there, just to kind of throw back. Cause
Okay.
y'all get on Tubi and show her some love, man. She got a list. She got a list. Y'all show her some love. Go put your eyes on her
Yeah.
work. That's all actors want, is to have people put their eyes on their work.
On your work, absolutely. I'm getting ready to go back into production with Miss Maya Speller for Parasites 3. Parasites 1 is up. They just finished Parasites 2.
Oh,
And
get moving.
Parasites 3 is, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
It's good that you
And
locked in.
I'm, yeah, absolutely. Like, and it's just loyalty, dedication. I'm filming a TV series called Real Love right now. I just got casted for Addicted to Shoes as a lead. I
Okay.
just auditioned for 2 theater plays. I just got a submission request back for them to come to a meeting. So I'm excited. It's happening, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta get my lip. I gotta get my lip gloss and my body
Come
cream.
on,
I
man.
can't
Check
be on
check
stage
off the list.
ashy.
Check
Lips
off
can't
the
be
list
chapped.
and check that list off. Check it off.
Gotta get it done.
Yeah.
Gotta get it done. Yeah,
Hold yourself
I'm with it.
accountable. Hold yourself accountable. You got to do it.
Hold myself accountable. Sheba, my pit bull, she like 15 years old. Hold me accountable, Sheba. She looking at me like, girl, if you don't stop touching me, I'm. She
Right.
old. I love. She like 100. She like, girl,
She definitely
leave me alone.
is. She okay for sure.
Right.
Yes. Well,
Absolutely.
I thank you for coming to kick it with your boy once again.
Thank you as well. I always enjoy it.
Yes, yes, yes. So this will not be the last. Believe that. And then we gotta. I thought you just went. Okay, good. You're still there. You just listening. I thought you froze. I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
I lost at the end.
I was scared too. I looked at myself like, am I froze? I had to move. I had to move. I'm just
Oh my god.
listening, looking and listening.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so this won't be the last. One day I'm sure we'll meet in person. We're on the circle, right? So yeah,
Got to bring you the cream.
yeah, yeah. Bring me some cream. Bring me
There
some.
you go.
There we go. When you get your cream,
There you go.
let me get some cream.
There
All
you
right,
go.
Everybody that tuned in tonight, thank you so much for coming to kick it with us. We really appreciate it. And we do apologize for the late start. A couple difficulties there, but it's all good. You know where I'm at every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, kicking it with someone cool like Xica B. She's doing her thing, y'all.
Yay.
Send some prayers out for her so she can continue being great and just casting her talent out into the world, man. For real. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate
you.
You know, it's
Thank
all
you as well.
Yes. Until next time, y'all. We are out of here, but y'all stay put because I got a clip of Xica doing her thing and Father May I Part 2. Let's go, y'all. Till next time.